Oh, she ain't a big pill. She a will pill.
What?
Just like this Packcast is gonna be a Will A. Big Minicast, baby. Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Jeremy Van Suarez.
I'm Logan Riley Bruin.
And I'm Jacob Wade.
And welcome to Minicast 4. Let's see if I can guess it right.
Yes, it's Minicast 4.
Minicast.
No, I'm seeing if I can guess the soundboard right.
Damn, son.
What?
That's right. We're busy boys, which leads us
Very busy week.
right into housekeeping.
Yeah.
Why are we so busy? You're asking overwhelmingly. Well, we're going into production for our newest web series, Rekindling. Written by the wonderful and lovely Susanna Scorsha, who you might see on a future spoiler cast. Spoiler alert.
She has claimed her position already.
She has claimed her position.
It's gonna happen.
Multiverse of Madness spoiler cast. Coming
Be
soon.
there.
Be there or be a multiversal square.
Tetrahedral.
Yes. Did you watch Soren's interview? You should have. It's up on YouTube right now. Go check it out. It's great. We love you, Soren. Anything else?
No. I don't believe so.
Not really.
I had an interview come out, but that's...
Logan had an interview come out for the new season of Stranger Things. That's the only sound I know for sure where it is. So go check it out.
Nice.
Woo!
Yeah. We've got another interview in the works. It's coming very shortly. It might already be out by the time that you listen to this. So,
What?
yeah, just check out our page and see if we've dropped any new videos. Can't hurt.
Yeah.
For show. And that was our topics of the week. Movies of the week.
Yeah, we're keeping this real short this week. We wanted to discuss a couple movies. There's a lot of TV shows coming out.
Oh,
so that's
yes,
gonna take
there
a little bit of
is.
time. And there's a TV show that we missed, but we will get there. First off, movies of the week. Starting us off with Netflix, we have Silverton Siege coming Wednesday, April 27th. It's a story of 3 young freedom fighters in South Africa who seek refuge in a bank. That's how you're supposed to say those words in that order.
Seek refuge.
Seek refuge! And they take its customers hostage in order to demand the release of Nelson Mandela. This is based on a true story.
That sounds cool.
Hell
Yeah, it's exciting. It looks like a really interesting movie about if you know your life is already over, because they were in apartheid South Africa, they were pretty much guaranteed that they were going to be killed. How can you make your life mean something? How can you stand up for what you believe in?
I love it when a plot sounds really cool and then you find out it's based on a true story.
Yes. This film stars Thabo Rametsi, who was in The Giver. That's really his American Western claim to fame. Stefan Erasmus.
That's a cool
Erasmus?
name.
Erasmus.
And Noxolo Diamini.
Diamini.
It's directed by Mandla Dube, who collaborated with Thabo on his last film, Kalushi. And it's written by Sabelo Mgidi. I wrote it down. Sabelo Mgidi, who is in his writing debut. Congratulations to debuting writers-directors. We have a lot of them this week. It's very exciting to see new voices in cinema. Support them, because they might be the next big thing. They might be the next Matt Reeves or the next whoever your favorite director is. Everything else comes out on Friday, April 29th, the normal movie drop day. First off, from favorites of the show, American High, we have Crush coming to Hulu. This is the story of a queer teenage girl who joins her school's track team in order to get closer to her crush, but realizes she's developing feelings for her crush's sister.
Ooh.
Who will she choose? This movie also features some friends of the show. I'm not sure how much in the movie they are, so I'm gonna watch the movie
they're
and
extras.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still cool.
Yeah. So shout out Siobhan and Romy.
Hey! Siobhan and Rummy,
We
shout
love
out.
you.
We're
We
very
do.
excited to see this movie, not just because they're in it, but because American High always does great work. This movie starring Rowan Blanchard, who was in Girl Meets World and Snowpiercer, The Goldbergs, Neo Yokio for you anime fans, Auli'i Cravalho, who played Moana in Moana, and Isabelle Ferreira, who was in Love, Victor. It's directed by Sammi Cohen, who's a College Humor director. If you ever watch Kanye West's Social Media Manager, that sketch, or the series Kingpin Katie, that is Sammi Cohen. It is her first feature. Congratulations. It was written by Kirsten King and Casey Rackham, who it is their first feature for both of them. So
I'm so excited!
love that.
I meant to hit the
check
clap
out
button.
check
It's
out
okay.
this
We're
debut
doing this blind,
film.
guys.
This debut film from some amazing female filmmakers. A queer high school love story. We love that.
Yeah,
telling
love
new
that.
stories. In terms of limited this week, we have Peace by Chocolate, also coming out Friday, April 29th, which tells the story of a family of Syrian refugees who moved to Canada after the bombing of their chocolate factory and their attempt to create a new life, including the establishment of an artisanal chocolate shop. This film is also based on a true story. It stars Hatam Ali. It is his final role before he passed away in 2020. And I Am Abu Ammar. It's directed by Jonathan Kaiser, who it is his narrative feature debut. He did one documentary feature before, but this is his first narrative. He also wrote it along with Abdul Malik. We're very excited for this movie as well. In terms of the horror world, we have Hatching, which premiered at Sundance in 2021. It's the story of a young gymnast who's desperate to please her demanding mother. She finds an egg in the woods and vows to protect it at all costs.
Weird.
And what comes out of it is more than she expected.
Oh, I have a sound for that.
This stars Siri Soliana. It is her film debut. She plays both the gymnast and the monster inside the egg.
I wonder what that's supposed to mean thematically.
I also apologize because there's a bunch of Norse names here, so I'm going to struggle with all of them. It also stars Sophia Haikila, Johnny Volalin, and Rhino Norden.
Wow, you didn't do that bad, actually.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
pretty good.
Directed by Hannah Bergholm, her feature film debut.
Nice.
And written by Ilya Ratsutsi in her narrative feature debut. More horror films from female filmmakers. Yay, yay, yay. This looks exciting. It looks creepy.
We need that.
We actually do. It looks creepy and dark and terrifying and what happens when parents push too hard. Very Everything Everywhere All at Once. It reminds me of every person who's only ever seen Everything Everywhere All at
We've gone
Once.
from everything reminds me of Dune to everything reminds me of everything
Everywhere
everywhere.
All at Once. In terms of the anime world.
Oh, I was gonna say, or Encanto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels very Encanto to me.
Tenet.
In terms of the anime world, we have Pompo the Cinephile, which is getting a limited release on
I
Friday,
heard
April
about this.
29th.
Yes, you have.
Jacob and I both auditioned for this, and I thought it
that's
seemed
why.
super interesting
Yeah.
when it came across my desk, and I want to see it now.
Yeah.
It's about a B-list film producer who's capable of bringing out greatness in everyone she works with, who takes a young cinephile under her wings to help him become a director. It stars Brianna Gentiala, who Jacob will know as Molly and Bubble Guppies, a classic favorite of yours.
Bubble, guppy, guppy, guppies.
Bubble.
Bubble.
Guppies.
Guppies. Bubble guppies.
Bubble Guppies. Yeah.
Great show, yeah. Directed by Takayuya Hirao, who also created the anime God Eater.
Wow, that's a big departure from that to this.
Right? God Eater! To
God Eater.
Pump up the Cinephile. And it's based on the manga of the same name. In terms of documentaries of the week, we have two. First up, we have Hello Bookstore, which is the story of a small town rallying to protect a bookstore run by Matt Tenenbaum. The bookstore had been there for years, and then the pandemic hit, and they had to completely adjust their style of how they sold books. This guy is a huge lover of stories, of writing, of creativity, and his town really rallied to protect this local bookstore and make sure that they didn't close during the pandemic. It's directed by A.B. Zachs, who's making his directorial debut as well, so congratulations on that. Looking forward to seeing it. And finally, if you're into entertainment, Fiddler's Journey to the Big Screen is a documentary about the story of how Fiddler on the Roof became a big screen movie. It's directed by Daniel Rame, who's the Oscar nominee for Best Documentary Short for The Man on Lincoln's Nose, which is the story of production designers and their craft in Hollywood. This director really likes to focus on the creativity of Hollywood and how some of these stories come to life. If you're a fan of the Fiddler movie or just a fan of how movies get made, check that one out. That is the movies of the week. We're going to transition quickly into TV shows, but if you want to see some more movies that are releasing this week, there's some more in the description below, not on Facebook, Twitter, or Google+. In terms of TV shows, the one we missed last week is one that we are all, I think, very excited for. Russian Doll Season 2
It's been a long time coming.
comes to Netflix.
Time traveling trains. What?
Right?
This season, at least.
Yeah.
It seems like it's going in a different direction than what last season was going in, but I kind of appreciate that.
Me too. I'm intrigued by the departure. More people
Time
caught in the
traveling
loop.
train.
Yeah.
More people caught in the loop. Yeah, the loop has gotten bigger.
Much bigger.
The circumference is
Expanded.
math.
Natasha Lyonne is incredible. Cannot wait to see that. And I'm totally blanking on the actor's name, but he's also on You Season 2. who plays the other guy that ends up traveling in time.
Oh.
But I remember liking him and You, and then watching Russian Doll and being like, "Oh my gosh, I love this guy!"
Yeah. He is.
Give me one moment. I can find it.
Thank you.
But it will take
Producers.
some vamping.
Hey.
It's not.
That wasn't
Not
enough.
the vamping I needed.
No, he doesn't need 4 bars. He needs 8. Da 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 da.
Charlie Bennett.
There we go. Charlie Bennett, who plays the other time traveler. At least in the first season. Seems like we got a lot more now. If you've seen Russian Doll Season 2 already, if you've binged the entire thing, let us know what you thought, because we're excited to start watching it when we have
The time.
a second.
Yay.
Also, coming out this week, there's a lot of TV shows debuting this week. It's very exciting.
I know that's right. That's going to be our next sound.
Nice. First up, we have Under the Banner of Heaven, which is coming to Hulu, starring Andrew Garfield as a Mormon detective.
Yes.
Who
Where's
gets his
that
faith
sound? Where's
tested
that
after a
sound?
brutal murder.
This one looks incredible, actually.
Yeah, it looks
Andrew
really
It
Garfield.
looks like True
my boy!
It looks like True Detective.
Yeah, very
But
true detective.
mixed with faith and like kind of that idea of like how do you keep being a man of God when you're dealing with like brutal atrocities.
Wasn't there another movie that he was in that was like directed by Martin Scorsese? That
Silence.
Silence. It's giving me Silence vibes. It's giving me True Detective vibes, and it's giving me Tom Holland and Robert Pattinson movie vibes.
Oh.
Was it Apple TV?
Yeah.
Sorry, no.
The
Not
Devil
yet.
All the Time.
The Devil All the Time, yes.
That was Netflix.
Oh, well, there you go. Watch that on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's been out.
In addition to Under the Banner of Heaven, we have The Offer, which is the Paramount Plus series telling the story of how The Godfather became a movie. Miles Teller, Juno Temple, Dan Fogler as Francis Ford Coppola, Giovanna Ribisi. Looks very interesting.
You said Giovanni Ribisi. I think you said Giovanna.
I said Giovanni.
Oh, well.
Run it back.
Run it back.
Looking,
No,
checking.
It's Giovanni.
No, I'll
Giovanni.
run it back in terms of the audio.
In terms of the audio to see what I said. Got it.
Remix.
This one looks actually really cool. It might be a reason for me to actually turn on Paramount Plus. I don't turn it on all that often, but this looks interesting. I love Juno Temple. She's amazing in Ted Lasso. And I like seeing her in a very different role. So that one looks good. In addition, we have Shining Girls, which is coming to Apple TV Plus. Elizabeth Moss, Jamie Bell, story of a woman who was attacked by a man who kind of seems to Mandela affect the entire world. It's like one day she'll have a cat and then the next day she'll have a dog.
Spooky.
Yeah, like her whole life just changes and then other people's lives change. The serial killer who like cuts through space and time and is impossible to catch.
It's a Matrix movie.
Yes.
Yeah,
Show.
Matrix, but also horror, but also a little bit of like, I don't know, kind of Sense8.
Gaslighting the movie.
Yeah.
Psychological
The
drama.
Invisible,
The Invisible
Man.
Man,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
So that looks really cool. Very thriller. If you're an HGTV fan, there's a new series called Lil Jon Wants to Do What,
Lil Jon wants to do what?
which is all about Lil Jon
See, now it makes more sense.
renovating people's houses. It looks
Sure.
delightful if you're into that.
Yeah.
He wants to like lower your floor or put a stage into your basement. We'll see what he
Yeah.
comes up with.
What?
On HBO, we have Barry season 3.
Yes.
No
Let's
ho
go,
Hank
Barry!
and Barry are back.
No
Let's
ho
see.
Hank.
Let's see how Barry
No ho
gets out of
Hank.
this one, because at the end of season 2, he did
Oh.
some shit. He did some shit. Bill Hader, you're an absolute legend. I'm so glad that you decided to take your talents away from SNL because you couldn't do SNL anymore. I get it. SNL's stressful. And I'm proud of you. You're doing awesome things. He was great in It Chapter 2 as well.
Yeah,
He's
was
great in everything he's in.
In
True that.
absolutely
We love him.
everything. In more shows that Jacob's definitely going to want to watch, we've got Ozark, the final season, part 2! A show that I actually have to catch up on because Inventing Anna was amazing and made me love Julia Gardner even more. And now I have to see her in Ozark.
Yeah, you must. Oh my gosh. How far have you gone?
I've only done like
Season 1?
season 1.
All
I've
right.
got my mom wants to watch the whole thing, so we might watch the entire thing again.
Do it.
Catch
Nice.
myself back up.
Nice.
Excellent show. You want to talk a little bit about that one?
No, just that I'm excited to see how this story ends because it's officially the final
last season.
So it's been such a ride.
Hopefully they don't pull an Attack on Titan and they're like, final season part 3.
No, they can't.
Can we stop doing 2-part final seasons?
3-part
Walking
final
Dead did it,
seasons,
and
yeah.
like
It's
Feels
weird.
weird.
finish Game of Thrones.
Call it a
did like it's over.
Call it a season.
Call it what it is.
The final
know?
season. The last one was not the final season. It was a season, and now we're getting another one.
They're scared of final seasons being gone before you know it. Like, oh, it's the last one. We don't have to watch
It's out,
it.
we're
Yeah,
out.
so we gotta like do it in a half, and then wait.
A little bit.
Milk it. Make people really sad for what they're about to lose.
Hold on to that
Yeah.
Netflix subscription because Netflix is losing
I
subscribers.
guess I haven't really
and then
been.
you're out.
I haven't really been a part of a show that's done part 1, part 2 in their final season, so I guess I don't get it. You know.
I feel like Game of Thrones
Kinda
talked
did it.
about
I mean,
it.
they announced their last 2 seasons, but they weren't like season 8 part 1.
Yeah, true.
Season 8 part 2.
Yeah.
They were like season 7 and 8 are going to be our
Didn't
last.
they make
seasons.
us wait a while for some episodes that were like going to movie
Something
theaters?
weird
you know,
happened.
there was like a.
No.
I remember the last 2 episodes.
It
were
was
like,
that was back before like season 5 had come out.
Oh.
They like showed the last 2 episodes of season 4, and they were like the trailer for season 5 is here.
Okay.
But I think there was a point where it was like in 2 weeks, watch the next episode.
Nice.
Okay.
But I don't think it was ever like in 2 months, watch the next episode.
Really feel how much you're gonna miss
really
Game of
milking
Thrones.
it.
Yeah.
Finally, a show that my mom is delighted in and really loves. Stanley Tucci Searching for Italy Part 2. It's Stanley Tucci
I mean, I can
going
show you
around
where it is on the map.
Italy
Stanley,
and
if you need help.
loving Italian food.
Looks like a boot.
My mom calls it the closest thing to Anthony Bourdain's show that we're ever gonna get without trying to be Anthony Bourdain's show.
Great. And we love Stanley Tucci,
He's-
alum of Purchase College.
Yes, and he's just absolutely delightful. He falls in love with Italian food and Italian culture, and really shows it off in a beautiful way.
Yeah,
Those-
I saw a TikTok of him like showing what he's prepared for his like in-laws and daughter for lunch. It was
Yeah.
like really sweet.
I love stuff like that. I love kind of the surge of, I don't want to say old, but like older celebrities entering TikTok now.
I love it.
Like Mandy Patinkin has a TikTok.
Yeah.
Stanley Tucci's got one. Jeff Goldblum's got one. It's like
yeah,
it's
Jeff
nice
Goldblum's
to
like prime for memeage.
Henry Winkler has
like
one
Nicolas
from
Cage.
Barry. There's like, it's just delightful. It makes me very happy. Those are the movies and the TV shows coming out this week. Check them out. Let us know what you're watching and what you're enjoying, because we're watching and enjoying some very delightful stuff. Jeremy, do you want to take us away with the content you're consuming?
Sure. I have been watching Our Flag Means Death. I was hesitant to start it, and now it's my binge show. It's great.
Taking over for Abbott Elementary.
It's great. Watch it. Something about half-hour shows are just prime for me. I'm like, I see an episode, it's like 50 minutes, I'm like, ugh. When I
That's
see an episode,
half
it's
a
half an hour, and
movie.
I'm like, oh.
It's a quarter of a movie.
Exactly. I also, because you mentioned Paramount Plus earlier, I watched the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie and was pleasantly surprised by how enjoyed I was by it.
Right?
It was a good time.
It's delightful.
I want to see the second one now. I kind of wanted to see the second one, and now I'm like, I do want to see
I'm
the
gonna see the second one.
Exactly. So we got TV shows, we got movies. I listened to Jasmine Sullivan's Hotels, the Grammy-winning R&B album. Pretty great. Love the complexities of what it means to be a hoe through Jasmine's eyes.
Love that.
It's very great. And then I also listened to Choker's album, which is a pretty old album, but I remember people recommending him to me because they were like big Frank Ocean vibes. And yes, it is big Frank Ocean vibes. The album's called Honey Bloom. Very eclectic mix of different sounds and whatnot. If you like Frank Ocean, check out Choker.
Nice.
That's what I'm watching this
You
week.
sent us one more song, like 3 days ago, and I only.
Oh, I
remember
did send
because
you a song.
It
It was
features
called
one of my favorite.
The Last Dance featuring Chica
Chica!
by Toby Lou from his album that came out this year, Non-Perishable. Check it out. Great song. That's
And
everything.
we love Chica. Project
Chica.
Power. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. In terms of what I'm consuming, I saw The Batman for the second time.
Oh, I also saw the Batman for the
I
second
loved
time.
it just as much. It was just as good.
Yep.
There was still not a moment that I was like, I'm bored. This is so long. I loved it. It was great. I listened to Youngblood's latest release, The Funeral. I didn't listen to all 4 versions, just the regular single version.
Like 4 versions. Like there's a remix.
He released like an acoustic, a demo, and then like one other version.
A
I didn't
remix
listen
album.
to those. Yeah,
Cute.
of one song. I just listened to the one song, just the song. It's good. It's a bop. It gets me in my bag, but in that kind of like I'm gonna boogie in my bag way.
Goals.
I've started my rewatch of Stranger Things from the beginning, and boy oh boy is that show very different in season 1 than I remember season 3 being. Wow, those characters grow a lot. Winona Ryder, just so good. David Harbour, so good.
I remember being...
Joe Keery not even listed in the opening credits, listed as a guest star every episode.
I'm only talking about this because we're fresh. Like, yesterday was 420 for us. So I remember watching the episode where Will communicates with his mom.
To the lights.
High as hell. And I remember being like, this is the greatest episode of television I've ever seen.
It's an amazing show.
I just like that episode specifically is just so good and like gave me chills.
Yeah.
I also beat Slay the Spire
twice.
2 different characters. The Ironclad and the Silence. Silence was much easier. I began playing the new Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga with my mom. It's been so much fun. The Lego games have always been our little like video game bonding. My mom doesn't really play video games except for those.
Except for Animal Crossing.
And Animal Crossing. She's very into Animal
Nothing
Crossing.
is violent when it's Legos.
Yeah. Use the Force.
Pieces falling apart.
Exactly.
And then I'm also still playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Jake.
Great. Music world, been liking Charlie Puth's new single, Hilarious.
That I was listening to that song the other day. It's really good.
Pretty good. And like I also got into like an old Paul McCartney song, Uncle Albert.
Okay.
Or sorry, Uncle Albert. Good stuff. TV, I'm watching so much. I watched all of Hard Cell on Netflix. It's Cell as in prison cell. It's like The Office meets Orange is the New Black. It's really funny. It's created by Catherine Tate, who like plays like 6 characters on the show. Each episode is like 20-something minutes, and there's 6 episodes. It's really quick.
Love that.
Really hilarious. Like, such a good show. I recommend it to everyone. I didn't put it on my recs, but I'm gonna add it.
Right. We have time.
We've got time. I started The Gilded Age on HBO, which
You were
is
telling me about
really
that,
good.
yeah.
Shout out Marcus Troy. I saw you in episode 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I started Our Flag Means Death. Very good. I saw the first episode. I'll watch more. I watched The Batman, new on HBO again.
All of us.
Gotta
All of us
love
watched
it.
The
Gotta
Batman.
love it. I'm still playing Skyrim. I'm still playing F1 2021.
Still playing Elden Ring.
I said Skyrim, but I meant Elden Ring.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm
Skyrim.
not still
That's
playing
a.
Skyrim. I'm still
That's a
playing.
throwback.
I'm like, I know that's on your hard drive, but you're
No.
still playing,
I'm
and
not
then
still
realize
playing.
you started
I'm
again.
still playing Elden Ring. That's the game. And
Skyrim maxed out
Yeah.
and insane.
Skyrim hard mode.
yeah. I'm sure I'm watching other stuff. Like Marvel stuff. I'm watching Moon Knight still.
yeah.
I didn't watch episode 4 yet,
Neither
but
have
I
I.
will. And I
The Defenders.
finished The Defenders
Oh,
last
nice.
night. I mean, yeah, it's that show is a lot of fighting in that show.
It's a lot of
That's
defending,
fair.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's not much plot. It's a lot of fighting.
Yeah.
That's
So,
cool.
If you're into fight choreo, watch it.
Great.
And that is it from me.
Great. I think that's it for us.
Well, look at that wonderfully mini cast that we just had. That whittle cast that we have. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you, Anchor, for sponsoring.
Yeah.
And comment.
And thanks AMC for liking our TikTok.
Thanks.
You should sponsor us because we love AMC, and we'll continue to talk about how much we love AMC.
Because we need that.
We've all got A-list. We are huge supporters of movie film world.
We've already got our tickets to Multiverse of Madness.
AMC.
Let's just get us in the algorithm.
Yeah. Please. AMC.
If you're not following us on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, get on that.
It's all the same. At Blackwolves
Spotify.
Productions.
Yep. Also, because I heard it for the first time, and I know I say it every week, but if you watch something because we recommend it, tell us. We get so
Yeah.
excited. We had a friend of ours message us the other day and be like, I saw Everything Everywhere All at Once because you guys talked about it, and it's one of my favorite movies of the year now. Actually, I think she said it was her favorite movie of the year.
All right, shout out Guppy.
So let us know when you're watching stuff. Don't check things out. Let us know when you're watching stuff that we recommend. We want to know that we're helping people watch good things. So yeah. Love ya.
I'm Jeremy Van Suarez.
We already did this, I think, but I'm Logan
We
Riley
did?
Bruner.
We didn't sign off yet.
We didn't? Oh my gosh, it's that short that it just felt like we just did it. I'm Logan Riley Bruner.
He is. And I'm Jacob Wade. And that's all.
Love ya.
Love ya. See ya. Wouldn't want to be.